This city can be a shock if you're not ready for it. San Diego is not for everyone. And I know that might be controversial coming from a San Diego realtor, but I think more people should hear it before they make the move. I've been in San Diego real estate for 9 years now, and I've helped tons of people move to this city. And I've also had honest conversations with people after they moved here who wish someone had told them what was actually coming. Because here's the thing, San Diego is genuinely one of the best places in the entire world to live. And it is also genuinely one of the hardest cities to live in if you're not prepared for it. Both of those things are true at the same time. And I think most content about San Diego only gives you one side. So today I'm giving you both, the real pros, the real cons, and at the end, I'm going to help you figure out whether San Diego is actually the right move for you or whether you might be romanticizing it just a little too much, which, by the way, is extremely easy to do because this place is awesome and it will absolutely trick you. I'm Matt Thornberg. I run the Thornberg Home Group here in San Diego, and this channel is where I give you straight, real talk about San Diego real estate and San Diego life. No hype, no pressure, just information that you can actually use. And if you're new here, welcome. Let's get into it. Quick thing before we do, if you enjoy this type of content, please subscribe and like. It takes 2 seconds and it actually helps more people find this type of stuff. And if you're already thinking seriously about making a move to San Diego, there is a link down in the description where you can book a time to chat with me that works for you. No pitch, just a conversation. Okay, pros and cons, let's get into it. I have had clients that I've worked with for years that have started with condos or townhouses and moved up to single family homes in awesome neighborhoods and built lives that they genuinely thought were not possible at first. I've also had a lot of military relocation clients who've bought houses over Zoom or FaceTime without even seeing them in person, which I thought is crazy, and get here, and luckily I prepared them for the reality of the city. But I've met a lot of their friends at their housewarming parties, and not all of them were as prepared. And this city can be a shock if you're not ready for it. San Diego, in a nutshell, is gorgeous, but sometimes brutal, and always worth it if you understand what you're getting into before you commit. All right, let's go with the pros first because I love me some positivity and they deserve their time to shine. Number one, the weather. Okay, let's start with the obvious one because even though it sounds like a cliche, the weather here genuinely changes your life. San Diego has the second best weather on earth with an average of 266 days of sunshine a year. The average temperature, 70 to 80 degrees. I wore a jacket last week because it dropped to 58, and I considered that a cold snap. If you're coming from the Midwest or the Northwest, or really anywhere that has real winters at all, you will not understand how much the sun affects your daily mood until you live somewhere that just always has it. Now, there is a thing called June gloom. May through June-ish, the coast gets a marine layer that keeps things gray and overcast until the afternoon. First timers always freak out a little bit, but you get used to it, and it usually burns off by the afternoon most days. But the weather isn't just a quality of life thing, it's also a financial thing. You're not heating your home in the winter the way you would in most of the country. Your outdoor time is basically unlimited. If you have kids, that lifestyle opens up with this kind of weather. It is genuinely priceless. A small note on this weather that always shocks out-of-towners when they're visiting people here. We do whatever we want basically 95% of the year. You don't have to think about the weather. You want to go to the park, you want to go to the farmer's market, the zoo, etc. Whatever you want to do, you can just go do it because it's always sunny and beautiful. Now the lifestyle. San Diego has figured something out that a lot of cities haven't. How to have genuine culture, food, outdoor adventure, and a real sense of community all in the same place. The food scene here is legitimately world class. We've got the best Mexican food in the country, and I will die on that hill every day. You've got incredible craft beer culture. We are the craft beer capital. We've got farm-to-table restaurants, an amazing farmers market lineup across the city, and the amazing outdoors. You can surf in the morning, hike in the afternoon, and watch the sunset from a rooftop bar in the evening. That is not a fantasy. That's just a Tuesday to people here in San Diego. Torrey Pines, Cowles Mountain, Mission Trails, and the Cuyamaca Mountains are all within reach. If you're somebody who values being outside and active, San Diego will feed that part of your soul constantly. San Diego has this energy that I find really hard to explain to people who have never been here. It's big enough to have everything, but it doesn't have that same edge that a lot of major metros have. People are generally friendly everywhere you go. The pace is a little bit more relaxed. It's not laid back to the point of being lazy. There's a ton of ambition and energy here, especially in tech, biotech, and the military community, real estate, entrepreneurship, all of it. But it's also a city where people slow down enough to actually talk to their neighbors and enjoy living their lives. And the neighborhoods each have their own personality. It's wild. La Jolla is a polished and coastal gem. North Park is creative and independent. Encinitas is surf culture at its finest and health food. Chula Vista is incredibly vibrant and family forward. You can find your tribe here no matter what your tribe is. I'm going to throw one more in here, and yes, I'm biased, but I also have the data to back it up. San Diego real estate has appreciated consistently over the long term. There are very specific structural reasons for that. Limited land, coastal geography, massive military and biotech employment bases, and a housing supply that consistently underperforms demand, unfortunately. If you buy strategically in San Diego, the long-term case for wealth building here is genuinely strong. Okay, time for the stuff that nobody puts in the brochures. San Diego is expensive. We did a whole video on this, but I'll say it here too. The cost of living in San Diego is real, and it is not optional. Housing is high. Taxes are high. California has opinions about your income. If you're coming here without a clear financial plan, the city will humble you pretty freaking fast. The traffic. Oh, the traffic. San Diego is a car city that was not entirely designed for the number of cars that are now in it, especially because of how old this city is. The freeways, the 5, the 8, the 15, and the 163 all work really well between like 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. and after 6:30 or 7. But rush hour is a completely different situation. If you're commuting from Chula Vista to Sorrento Valley, you should know that's potentially 45 minutes to an hour, maybe even an hour and a half, depending on the day. You need to budget your time accordingly. You need to budget your emotions accordingly. And trust me, I find that a great podcast or audiobook helps to make it go by quickly. Public transit is improving here. The trolley system has expanded and there are areas where you can make it work without a car, but San Diego is not New York or Chicago. If you're used to going everywhere without a car, that's going to be an adjustment. Housing inventory. Wonderful. San Diego has a persistent housing supply problem. There aren't enough homes for the number of people who want to live here. And that's great if you already own. It's frustrating if you're trying to buy. Competition for well-priced homes in desirable areas can be intense, especially when a rate shift and more buyers enter the market. This is not a market where you can be passive and win. You need a strategy and you need to be ready to move fast when opportunity presents itself. I say this with love. California is California. The regulatory environment, the taxes, the insurance situation, which has gotten significantly more complicated in the last couple of years, and the political landscape are all things that you should understand before you move here. For some people, these things don't matter that much. For others, they're deal breakers. I'm not here to tell you which camp you're in. I'm just making sure you know what you're signing up for. The home insurance situation in California in particular deserves a real conversation, and I'm going to do a full video on that in the future. But the short version is this. Some insurers have completely pulled out of California, which is affecting availability and cost in certain areas. If you're buying, you need to factor that in. And if you're going to be in East County, think about fire insurance. It's expensive. San Diego is for people who value quality of life high enough to be intentional about how they can afford it. People who want to be active, outside, and engaged. Families who want great schools and safe neighborhoods. Professionals in tech, biotech, healthcare, and defense, and real estate. We have 30,000 agents. There are strong economic foundations here for those industries. Military families who want to put down roots, and people who are ready to be strategic about their housing, not just find a place to live, but build something bigger and better. It is probably not the best fit if you need a very low cost of living, if you hate driving, or if you want to live somewhere with cold weather and distinct seasons. Those people are out there. They know who they are, and they are amazing cities for them, but San Diego might not be it. Look, if you've made it this far, you're taking this seriously, and I respect that, and I thank you for it. Making a move to a new city, especially one this expensive, or moving around in this city, is a big decision, and you deserve honest information, not a sales pitch. What I want you to walk away with is this: San Diego is worth it if you go in clear-eyed and with a plan, and with someone in your corner who actually knows the market, hears you, and has your back. It will reward you for being prepared, and it will absolutely punish you for winging it. If you're at a stage where you want to have a real conversation about neighborhoods, about budgets, about timing, about whether the math actually works for your situation, that's exactly what I do. That first link down in the description is my calendar. You can grab a time that works for you. It's free and no agenda is there except giving you a clear picture on how to get to your goals. Like this video if it helped, subscribe for more of this type of content, and drop your questions and comments down below. I genuinely read them and I want to hear what you're weighing in on. See you in the next one. I love this frickin' city.